You've likely heard that drinking water first thing in the morning is one of the healthiest things you can do. And for the most part, that's true. But there's a part of the story people rarely mention: how morning hydration, if done the wrong way, can actually do more harm than good. Sounds strange, right? After all, it's just water. But as we age, our bodies go through subtle shifts. What worked perfectly fine in your 30s or 40s might not sit as well when you're in your 60s, 70s, or older. This isn't about messing up. It's about realizing your body needs a little more thought and care now. Think about everything your body has carried you through. Years of memories, physical work, meals shared, and lessons learned. Your organs, especially your heart, kidneys, and digestive system, have been working hard for decades. They deserve a gentle start to the day. When you wake up, your body is in a delicate state. Hormones are recalibrating, your blood pressure is adjusting, and your digestion hasn't fully kicked in. That's why even something as simple as water, when consumed the wrong way, can throw things off. In this video, we're going to highlight 5 water drinking mistakes people make first thing in the morning. These are things most folks never even think about. But once you know, you'll be able to make small changes that leave you feeling more refreshed, more grounded, and more connected to what your body actually needs. Before we jump in, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Let us know your city or state in the comments. And if you enjoy helpful wellness tips like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. There's a lot more to come. Mistake number 1. Drinking ice-cold water on an empty stomach. Have you ever taken a big gulp of cold water right after waking up and suddenly felt tightness in your stomach or a strange chill in your chest? Some people even feel dizzy or get a mild headache. Most of the time, we brush it off. But the truth is, cold water on an empty stomach can be a real shock to your system. When you sleep, everything slows down. Your organs are in recovery mode. Blood vessels narrow a bit. Digestion rests, and your body conserves energy. Now imagine waking up and immediately hitting your system with ice-cold water. That's like trying to start a frozen car by slamming the gas. It causes your stomach to tense, tightens your vessels even more, and activates a mild stress response. And let's be honest, bouncing back from things like that isn't as easy once you're older. Maybe cold water used to feel refreshing, even energizing. But now, your metabolism is slower, your circulation a bit more fragile, and extremes in temperature don't sit as well. That glass of cold water might actually leave you feeling off balance or more tired. Let's talk about Lorraine. She's 77, sharp as a tack, and loves her morning routines. She used to drink straight from the fridge every day, said it helped her clear her throat and wake up the brain. But over time, her gut would cramp a little, her fingers got chilly, and she just didn't feel right. Her nurse practitioner suggested switching to room temperature water. Within days, her stomach calmed down. She felt better. It was a simple fix that made her mornings smoother. Your body is always changing. Something that used to work might not anymore, and that's okay. If you're still starting your day with freezing cold water, try switching it up. Give lukewarm or room temp water a chance. You might be surprised at the difference it makes. Mistake number 2. Drinking water too quickly or all at once. Let's face it, when you wake up parched, it's tempting to knock back that entire glass of water in one big chug. It feels like you're doing your body a favor. But drinking too fast, especially on an empty stomach, can cause more stress than benefit. As your body transitions from rest to activity, things are happening slowly. Heart rate increases gradually. Blood pressure finds its balance, and your stomach lining is still sensitive. Pouring in water too fast can actually cause your system to feel overwhelmed. Some people feel bloated, slightly queasy, or even lightheaded. Others report a weird sensation in their chest, almost like their body didn't know how to react. The issue isn't the water, it's the delivery. When you rush, your kidneys suddenly have to process everything at once. Your body doesn't get the time to absorb and regulate properly. For older adults, this can mess with your internal balance more than you'd think. Meet Marvin. He's 74, a retired gym teacher with military-style habits. His routine? wake up and slam a full glass of water before his slippers hit the floor. He thought he was being disciplined, but he started noticing odd symptoms, feeling shaky, slightly nauseous, even dizzy on some mornings. After chatting with his health coach, they realized the issue wasn't what he was doing, but how fast. He slowed it down. Now, he sips over a 20-minute stretch. No more dizziness. No more stomach flip-flops. His energy? Steady all morning. So tomorrow morning, take your time. Sit up, take a few deep breaths, and sip your water slowly. Give your body a moment to receive it, rather than react to it. It's not just about hydration. It's about how you nourish your system with care. Mistake number 3. Using plastic bottles that sit out overnight. Here's one you might not have considered. Keeping a plastic bottle by the bed and drinking from it the next morning can quietly affect your health. It feels convenient, even smart, but it might be doing more harm than good, especially over time. Plastic, when left out overnight in a warm room, can start to break down. Even if the water looks fine, tiny particles and chemicals may leach into it. One of the most talked about culprits is BPA, a chemical used in many types of plastic. And even BPA-free bottles, they can still contain similar compounds that act just like BPA once exposed to heat or time. These are known as endocrine disruptors. They can confuse or interfere with your hormones, and in later life, your hormonal balance is already under pressure. Whether it's thyroid issues, blood sugar regulation, or medication interactions, every little disturbance matters. Over time, those trace amounts of chemical exposure can add up. People report fatigue, bloating, headaches, and they don't always realize why. Let me introduce you to George. He's 79 and used to keep a reused plastic bottle on his nightstand. Same bottle every night, just a fresh fill. It sat under a warm reading light. Over a few months, he noticed changes, more tension headaches, weird digestion, and just a sluggish feeling he couldn't shake. Doctors ran tests. Everything seemed normal, until a holistic nurse asked about his water habits. Bingo! George switched to a glass carafe and filled it fresh every morning. Within 2 weeks, his head cleared. His stomach eased up. He started sleeping better. It's easy to ignore small habits, but over time, small things become big things. If you're currently using a plastic bottle for your morning water, think about switching. Try a glass or stainless steel container and refill it each day. It's a minor shift, but one that could make a real difference. So if there's a plastic bottle sitting on your bedside table right now, consider making that change. It's not about fear. It's about being smart and kind to your body. Sometimes, the smallest upgrade makes the biggest impact. Mistake number 4. Drinking water on a very full or very empty stomach after certain medications. Let's take a look at something a lot of people overlook in their morning routine. You wake up, grab your meds, and down them with a glass of water. It seems like the right move. After all, you're following the doctor's orders, right? But what they often forget to explain is the timing, the amount of water, and how it interacts with food, or the lack of it. And these small details can make a big difference in how you feel. Drinking a large amount of water on an empty stomach right after taking your medication can leave you feeling uneasy, nauseous, bloated, or with acid reflux. It can irritate your stomach lining and even change how well your medication works. And going the other direction, taking meds right after a heavy meal and then gulping down a big glass of water can be just as problematic. Some medications need to be taken on an empty stomach to work effectively. When your digestive system is already busy breaking down food, you might not get the benefit of those medications. Take Eleanor, for example. She's 79, full of life and sharp as a tack. She's been on thyroid medication for a while, always took her pill with a large glass of water, first thing. But over time, she started feeling queasy each morning. No changes to her meds, no new foods, but the discomfort stuck around. Her doctor asked about her routine, and that's when she realized she was overwhelming her stomach with too much water too fast. She made one tweak, just enough water to swallow the pill, and then she waited 45 minutes before eating. That small shift made a world of difference. Her stomach felt better, and her medication worked more effectively. Her follow-up labs even showed improved thyroid levels. So if your mornings have felt a little off, queasy, foggy, or just not quite right, think about how you're taking your meds. You might just need to slow down, drink a little less water, or time your meals differently. It doesn't always take a major change, just a more thoughtful approach. Mistake number 5, skipping breakfast and replacing it with only water. There's a lot of trendy health advice floating around these days. One popular suggestion: skip breakfast and just drink water until later. Intermittent fasting is the term you've probably heard. But while that might work for younger folks or those with specific goals, it doesn't always play out well for older adults. By the time you wake up, your body has already been fasting for 8 to 10 hours. Blood sugar is low. Your brain and muscles are running on reserves. Sure, a glass of water will rehydrate you, but it won't give your body the fuel it needs to function properly. And if your next move is to drink coffee without eating, now your system is even more depleted. Let's talk about Carol. She's 68, always organized and full of ideas. She tried out intermittent fasting after hearing about it on a podcast. Just water until noon. At first, she felt fine, lost a bit of weight, felt lighter. But after a few weeks, her energy dropped. She started forgetting names, misplacing things, and felt more irritable. Her family noticed too. Turns out, Carol's body wasn't getting what it needed to power through the morning. Once she added a small breakfast, just something light, like a banana and peanut butter or yogurt with berries, everything changed. Her mood lifted. Her focus came back. Her mornings became productive again. Here's what's key. Water is essential, but it's not food. Your brain needs glucose. Your muscles need protein. A little fiber in the morning can keep your digestion on track and help regulate blood sugar all day. So if you've been skipping breakfast and convincing yourself it's healthy, maybe try adding something small tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a full meal, just a little nourishment. A slice of toast, a boiled egg, a small smoothie. See how you feel afterward. Chances are your body will thank you. It's amazing how something as simple as water can feel different as we age. Water hasn't changed, but we have. And that's not a weakness, it's wisdom. This video isn't about avoiding water. It's about being more aware of how your body responds. So tomorrow, try this. Drink room temperature water. Sip slowly. Use a glass or stainless steel bottle. And don't skip that light, healthy breakfast. These small changes can make your mornings smoother and more balanced. If any of this sounded familiar, that's a sign you're paying attention to your health, and that matters. Thanks for watching. Try one of these tips tomorrow, and if it helps, share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, honest health advice.